Good afternoon. Thank you for calling Stand Station. Jeff, how may I help you?
Jeff, I don't mean to get you worried or alarmed, so don't do that. But I was outside smoking a cigarette, looking at bugs and dogs and stuff, and there was a man out there also having a cigarette, and he is wearing a very misleading hat.
What?
And I was just wondering if you guys had like a misinformation policy, a disinformation policy, anything like that.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're asking, sir.
Oh, his hat. He was wearing. He's a guest. After he was done with his cigarette, he went inside. And I just don't know, because I know, didn't the president say that that's illegal?
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
He had a mislead. It was like disinformation. His hat. It was very, very misleading.
I'm sorry, sir. I still don't understand what you're trying to ask of me.
Do you have a policy? If I told you there was a man outside doing fat rails of cocaine off of the bumper of his car, you would be able to say, oh, okay, we'll figure out what room he was in, right? Because that's against the rules. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
But this man's got a hat, and it's very, very misleading. And I know in this day and age, with everything that's happened since September 11th and everything,
sir, it's a free country. He can wear his hat however he wants to.
Yeah, but not if it's misinformation, though.
Okay, sir. Well, I don't understand what you want from me, and I don't know how to help you. So, thank you, and I'm sorry that you saw that misinformation hat. Take care. Have a good day.
Thank you for calling front desk.
Hi. Who do I talk to about making a complaint about a guest?
To the manager.
There was a man
here.
outside. I was having a cigarette. I was looking at the clouds and checking for bugs and stuff. And there was a man out there also having a cigarette, and he was like looking at a game on his phone or something.
Yeah.
And this man had a misleading hat on his head. And he wouldn't take it off when I asked him to.
Right.
Do you guys have a policy?
No, not really. About what people wear, no.
It's really, well, okay. I did just feel like with misinformation and everything that's going on in this day and age today since September 9/11th, you know, you got to be careful when you see something and say something. So I just thought it's like misinformation. It's like misleading. It's trying. I feel like.
What did the hat say?
Oh no! See, there you go. You got misled as well, because it's not about writing on the hat. It wasn't a message or anything that was misleading. Just the nature of it, the hat itself. And as you see yourself, you've already been misled by it, and you didn't even see it in person.
Right.
So
what's your complaint?
I don't think you should be able to get away with that.
Get away with
misinformation and spreading like lies like that and false info.
What's wrong with the hat?
Well, okay, obviously it's not like they're not doing fact checks on a man's hat on the internet or anything. But if they did, it would come back as like false or mostly false, I'm sure.
Right. So what's the hat? What was on the hat?
It's just misleading in nature is what I'm saying. You keep thinking that there's something written on it. There wasn't anything written. I thought there was something written on it. I'm trying to look at it. There's nothing written on it.
So what's wrong with the hat?
It was presenting itself as something that it wasn't. Because even as you think that it was some type of a message hat, and it wasn't a message hat. It was very misleading in nature, and it kind of like it represented itself in like a very, very biased manner, positively, like a positive bias.
But what was wrong with the hat?
I just don't think that it's right to spread misinformation. I'm pretty sure the president said it was against the law or something, or made it a felony. Or I don't read the news on Facebook or anything. I thought I'd heard something about a felony.
So who do you want to speak to?
Is there someone who's ever like in charge of misinformation down there, or who's ever in charge of hats? I don't know. Either one would be fine.
What room are you staying in?
Are you gonna come up here?
No, I'm just asking. So what door were you at?
Where do you sleep at night?
Which door were you at?
Oh, okay, you know where you go outside on the back side if you want to like look for like dogs?
There's a lot of backsides.
Yeah.
Where?
But not by the dumpster.
Which door?
I don't know. 3. I don't know how you're numbering them, or J or something. J3.